Welcome to Hasik English Menu, where history meets language learning in an exciting way. Today, we embark on a gripping journey through the life of one of history's most infamous figures, Adolf Hitler. His story is one of dreams, failures, ambition, and power. Whether you view him with fascination or horror, his actions shaped the world in ways that cannot be ignored. So, grab your headphones, sit back, and immerse yourself in this incredible tale that will improve your English and keep you hooked until the very end. It all began on April 20, 1889, in a small Austrian town called Braunau am Inn. A baby boy was born to Alois and Clara Hitler. They named him Adolf, a name that would one day be known across the world. As a child, Adolf was like any other boy. He loved playing outside, drawing, and dreaming of a great future. But his home life was difficult. His father, Alois, was strict and wanted Adolf to follow in his footsteps as a government worker. But Adolf had different dreams. "I want to be an artist," he would tell his mother. Clara adored her son and supported his passion, but Alois disagreed. "Art is not a real job," he would yell. Their fights grew frequent, and Adolf often hid his tears. Then, when Adolf was just 13 years old, his father died suddenly. Some thought this would free Adolf to follow his dreams, but instead it left him feeling lost. His schoolwork suffered. Once a promising student, he began skipping classes. Teachers said, "Adolf is smart but lazy." He no longer cared about school. All he wanted to do was draw. After finishing school, Adolf packed his bags and moved to Vienna, the capital of Austria. He believed it was the city of art and that he would finally achieve his dream of becoming a famous painter. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, but when the results arrived, his heart broke. He had been rejected. The school told him, "Your work is not good enough." Adolf refused to give up. "I'll try again next year," he said. But when he reapplied, he was rejected again. This second failure devastated him. Now, without school or a job, Adolf's life became a struggle. He lived in tiny, dirty rooms, sometimes even on the streets. To survive, he painted postcards and sold them to tourists. "Why is life so unfair?" he often thought. During this period, another tragedy struck. His mother passed away. Alone and angry, he began blaming others for his failures. He refused to accept responsibility, believing that outside forces had ruined his life. Then, in 1914, everything changed. World War I erupted, and Adolf saw an opportunity to give his life meaning. He joined the German army and quickly grew to love being a soldier. "Finally, I am part of something great," he thought. He served bravely, carrying messages across dangerous battlefields. For his courage, he received 2 medals. But in 1918, Germany lost the war. Adolf was furious. "Our leaders betrayed us," he shouted. He believed Germany had been cheated and that it needed strong leadership to rise again. After the war, Germany was in chaos. People were hungry, jobless, and angry. Many were searching for someone to blame for their suffering. Adolf saw this as an opportunity. He joined a small political group called the German Workers' Party. He soon realized he had a special gift, the power of speech. When he spoke, crowds listened. His words were filled with anger, passion, and promises. "Germany will rise again," he declared. More and more people began to follow him. He changed the party's name to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or the Nazi Party. He even designed their symbol, a red flag with a black swastika. "This will become the most powerful symbol in the world," he proclaimed. His speeches drew thousands of people. He blamed certain groups for Germany's problems and promised to rebuild the country's strength. Many believed in his vision, not realizing the dark path he was leading them down. In 1923, Adolf attempted to overthrow the German government in an event called the Beer Hall Putsch, but it failed. He was arrested and sentenced to 9 months in jail. During his time in prison, he wrote a book called Mein Kampf, My Struggle, where he outlined his extreme beliefs. The book became popular, and his ideas spread further. Once out of prison, Adolf worked even harder to grow the Nazi Party. By 1933, his efforts paid off. He was appointed Chancellor of Germany, the country's top leader. As Chancellor, Adolf transformed Germany. He built roads, factories, and schools, creating millions of jobs. Many Germans praised him, believing he was a hero. But behind this success, darkness grew. He controlled newspapers, radio stations, and schools. You must believe only in Adolf Hitler, people were told. Those who disagreed were imprisoned or worse. He also created a powerful army and formed the Hitler Youth, training young boys to follow Nazi beliefs. His dream was clear: Germany would rule the world. In 1939, Adolf made his boldest move. He ordered his army to invade Poland. This act started World War II. His army was strong and won many battles at first. But as the war dragged on, Adolf made too many enemies. The United States, Britain, and the Soviet Union joined forces against him. Meanwhile, Adolf was carrying out one of the most horrific acts in history: the Holocaust, the mass murder of millions of Jewish people and others he saw as enemies. This became one of the darkest chapters in human history. By 1944, Germany was losing the war. The Soviet Union attacked from the east, while the United States and Britain advanced from the west. German cities were bombed day and night. People who once cheered for Adolf now questioned their loyalty. By April 1945, the Soviet army had surrounded Berlin. Adolf, now hiding in a bunker, refused to surrender. On April 29, 1945, he married Eva Braun, his longtime companion. The next day, April 30th, he made his final decision. He and Eva took their own lives. A few days later, Germany surrendered. The war in Europe was over, but the damage was unimaginable. Millions had died, and Germany lay in ruins. Adolf Hitler's dream of making Germany powerful had instead brought destruction. His name is now a reminder of the dangers of hate, unchecked ambition, and absolute power. History is not just about the past, it teaches us how to shape the future. Adolf Hitler's choices led to suffering and loss. His story reminds us that every decision we make matters. Choose kindness over hate, unity over division, and peace over war. Only by working together can we build a better world. Thank you for listening to English Avenue. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting stories that help you learn English while exploring history. See you in the next episode.